Hello, guys and girls. Today we are visiting Riga. Riga is my birth town. Riga is in Latvia, in the Baltic. And right now we are at some random street, Kuldigas Isle something. That's where I was born. Like, and this is one of those famous rail transportation systems in Riga. It goes all the way around the town, and you should definitely try it if you come here at some point. Uh, Anyways, let's move on to my house. Uh, it's all the way over there somewhere, and going, and there we have it. On our right side, we have our beautiful treehouse, very old and used, but beautiful treehouse. So I was born on the second floor together with my parents, I guess. Yeah, but so the story was that my mom and her friend, who used to study in St. Petersburg in Russia, they moved to Latvia somehow, and I guess I got a job or something, and then I moved here, and my mom's friend, she lived on the first floor, and my mother, she lived on the second floor, and my mother's friend also got a son, and me and him was very good friends, at least the first 10 years of my life. I believe we still are, but anyways. So, and my friend, he also got a nice neighbor. There was a girl I played a lot with back then over here, but that was after we moved from this place. My friend was still living at this place, but sometimes I came here and I visited the neighbor and I visited my friend, and we had a really nice time together over here. And as you can see, it's like a very used house. They had a basement down there with some storage rooms and stuff. I remember I had some accident, some funny accident uh, with my friend down there. Well, I guess my friend can tell you more about that. Uh, Anyways, so if we look closer to them on the street, we can look on this side. This is actually the backyard of the building, and you can see we hanged a lot of clothes over there, and usually where we walk the dog and stuff like that. It was like we had like a dog over there also. I don't remember anything from this part actually because I was 2 years old when we moved from here, so I have no chance to remember that. But I remember that there was a big building over here, like in this empty space. It used to be like also a big two-story house and it burned down. Unfortunately, it's actually very tragic. There was some kids and some elderly people who died, I believe. Anyways, and we have a graveyard, but that's not so exciting, right? And there's a little bit of modern house being built, I guess. Anyways, let's move to a second location. Our second location is called, yes, Rostogas. So we are going to this very blockish buildings over here. It's a lot of old Soviet style concrete buildings. Well, actually, we should probably find the right address. Uh, oh, come on. Uh, let's see. Yella. Yella 50, I think it's called. Yes. That's a place. So this is my second home. And let's see, let's close this one down for now. So this was some big concrete buildings. You can see the usual Soviet style of the buildings, just place for people to live. Nothing like, no design choices or anything was put into this, like, for me, kind of ugly building. Well, at least there's some colors and stuff, but and it was very modern to have these metal things on many apartments on the first floor, because there were some people who actually yeah, burglars and stuff, you know. Anyways, we lived on the fourth floor, and we had some good friends over at a neighbor building over there, and we used to like do some parties and stuff. I was still a kid. I think I was 3 years old or 4 years old or something, like when we moved here. And yeah, so no, I think I was 2 years old, probably, maybe even less. I don't know. Still, this is the second place, and this is like usual concrete building stuff. And there's some well, and you can see the roads looks like crap over here, but it's like this usual horseshoe kind of buildings. And it could look like a school or something, I don't know. Anyways, I used to have a really nice friend over here too, like the neighboring house. So it's my dad's friends or something like that. They had a daughter. She was around the same age as me, I think a year maybe older than me. And we used to dance a lot and play around and stuff. It was pretty nice times. I have a video. I can put the link in the description down below. You can see that. Anyways, so let's move to the next house. The next house is on damn. So now we're in some forest area, but that's not where we're supposed to go. We are supposed to go here, right here. Yes, this is our third place where I used to live. So this is a nine-story building, and this was entrance to my building. And of course, there's an elevator in that house. Building block, whatever. It's also like you can see concrete blocks, like very boring style of design, but again, just places where people can live. Nothing special. Yeah, that's where I went to primary school. Actually started just before I moved to Denmark, but that's I ended up in the second class, and then we moved to Denmark. I was 10 years old. But as you see, this area, there's like um, the garden there in front. It's very modern, like with benches and people sitting there chatting, having a nice time. And also this building, there was like an internet cafe where young people usually play Counter-Strike and stuff like that. It was pretty nice. I believe it was in there. I'm not sure actually. Maybe it's somewhere over there. But I think there was also a place in there. Anyways, so we lived on the ninth floor, so we had a good view of the town, or at least the part you could see from up there. Uh, so I can let me show you some place there. So as you see, I lived around right here, and then I went down there, all this through this alley, and far enough in, we came to the, I guess, the schoolyard. It's around here, right? Yeah, that's the schoolyard. So this is like the schoolyard. That's where all the sport activities happened, and there was like a lot of different stuff, and we used a lot of time back here, like running and doing all kind of sport activities, running around the field. Like you can see, it's like Olympic style field. And I remember there was a funny time with a girl called Vlada. She was like biking on her bicycle, and suddenly her front wheel fell off and she fell down on her nose or something like that. It looked so funny, but kind of tragic for her. But anyways, move on to the next part. We can visit our school. You can see the roads are horrible down here, but all kind of islands and other block buildings. A lot of block buildings everywhere. Block buildings, block buildings, block buildings, another part of block buildings. All these block buildings, and I guess this was some kind of supermarket or something like that. You can like, I remember we used to go in there and buy candies and stuff. It was pretty nice. So this is the school, my primary school. I went from first and second class. It was a totally Russian school, and the Latvian language back then, it was like the second language. So, and I had a really bad teacher back then. I wasn't, well, the teacher wasn't bad, it was me. I was usually just standing in the corner of the class and having punishment for whatever stupid things I've done back then. So school has never been a part of my life, or best part of my life. Anyways, so this is, well, I can see it, at least it got some colors and stuff, but still looks like boring. I think we were on the first floor. I'm not sure. So this is like a big concrete place. A lot of people, a lot of childhood memories was here, and just chill, some good times. Yeah. So this was like the first part of my travel. Anyways, let's go further. Like afterwards, we moved to Denmark. And it was like some good times, some bad times, and everything I like. But yeah, I think it's for now. I think this will do for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and remember to download this app and try it out yourself. It's called Viso Places in the Oculus Store on Gear VR. Yeah, it's really nice.